over. Let's
go. Breaking news.
breaking news.
Randy Baxter here with
Chet Melvin.
Chet
Hetterstromski. Braxton. Chex Braxton.
Here in the Bicycle Therapy newsroom with the biggest news of the year. Wait, I have to turn something off.
Oh, we're turning the heat off. Ba-ba-da-ba. All right, the heat is off. But
Okay, we're just talking about the biggest news. We're so worked up about it. We can't wait to share everything with you. I'm sure nobody out there has even heard of what we're going to be talking about tonight.
no one. There's some big news. A lot of influencers
The biggest news is happening.
have been chatting about the newest release of the Maven brakes
The Maven brakes.
from
The Melvins.
Sram.
Shram's Melvin Marvin.
Sram Mavens. They're designed after Iron Man.
Schmalvins.
Their ID department, their industrial design department, watched Iron Man, got a little tweaked.
Oh,
and
not
said,
like this one with the swimming, like the movie.
Iron Man, yeah.
Yeah.
Iron Man. Not the man in the iron mask.
No, I meant like the triathlon Iron Man.
No.
They didn't get their
Marvel
inspiration
comic.
for their new break from watching triathlons.
No, because they don't stop. They should never stop on a triathlon. You shouldn't.
This is true.
Triathlon bikes should be brakeless.
This is true. We should petition. Anyway, sidetracked.
But we are.
The Schmelvins.
They are 100% powered by AI, and they also incorporated the blockchain. That's what actually makes the brakes stop.
That's fantastic.
I mean, they're crypto.
So they're
blockchain.
always traceable,
Yep.
and nobody can break into your brakes. They can't be hacked.
Nope.
Don't forget your password, because you'll never get it back into your brakes.
Yeah. And
you might be able to pay an AI to hack it for you, but
the value of the brake is fluctuating rapidly.
all the time. It was already high when it first showed up, and now who knows?
You also, to purchase these brakes, you need to drive a Tesla Model Plaid.
Model Plaid.
Yeah.
What's a Model Plaid?
It's the fastest car on the planet ever.
Does it have the Schmelvins on it?
I think it does, because if you look through the
We
wheels, they're
should talk
red.
to Elon and find out if he put the Schmelvins on the Tesla. Probably. I think the Tesla Plaids come with the Schmelvins.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay, bud.
So, new brakes came out. Are they brakes we needed, or are they the brakes that we get? That's what I want.
Are they the brakes we wanted? Does anybody want more SRAM brakes?
Do we need
That's the question.
more powerful SRAM brakes?
Need. The biggest question.
Let's get a picture going.
All right. Oh yeah, guys, because we're operating out of the newsroom tonight, we've got extra technology that we can make happen. So we can bring you over to some footage, some photographs of the Schmelvins. There they are, right there.
Yep.
Schmelvin brakes. They apparently have this. I think this red situation is a limited edition thing that you could have ordered.
Iron Man.
And then if you don't get them, then you don't get them. But then there are other colors. What? They have other colors. Do you want to know what they are? Take a wild guess.
Silver and black.
Those are them. You got it, buddy.
Yep.
Yes.
So this is the breaking news. Tons of YouTube creators are saying these are the most powerful brakes known to man.
Most powerful brakes ever.
Yeah. Which you could just get bigger rotors.
To this we say, okay, so
Yep.
what do you guys think? Do we need the Schmelvins? What do you think?
Look at
What do you
those.
think, Nick? Are you on the Schmelvin
Let's
bandwagon? Is
see.
this a brake we need? Do you want this brake?
I don't know. I thought they were kind of cool until I called you today. I was like, man, they're so big and blocky. I was like, I want to be Iron Man.
They don't like. I think they're hideous. I think they're one of the ugliest brakes I've ever seen. Maybe we can get out of news reporter mode and just get down to what's real here. yeah, I think they're hideous. The lever form factor doesn't match the caliper at all. They look like they're from two separate brakes. Obviously, they're just using the same junk from the levers that they've had for years. So yeah, you might have the most powerful brakes, but give it a season in hot temperatures, and you're still gonna have to replace your master cylinder pistons. So, whatever. It's still easy, but. Sorry to tell you that they're ugly. You can like them.
No, I love the difference of opinion. I called and I was like, hey, those kind of look cool and blocky. And then I think your exact words were, they look like an amateur machinist made them in their garage.
I thought through it a little more. I think they look like early 2000s, like mountain bike brake prototype from like a Croatian company that designs like dental equipment, but their owner likes mountain bikes, and so he wanted them to make a brake. And so this is what they came up with, like for their first couple of iterations.
He's like,
There
most
it is.
premium.
Yeah, like I want strongest brake.
He's like, I go downhill, I break teeth, no more.
Like if brutalism could be put into a form factor on
Yeah.
a brake, they've done it. So perhaps kudos.
What do you think? One of the big things is they've switched to mineral oil. And why is this important?
It is not important.
It's not important at all.
No, it's just so. Here's the thing: there is a percentage of the decision that was where to switch to mineral
Yeah.
oil purely because they knew people would talk about it.
It's very controversial, dude. That's why we get the breaking news.
I'm sure that there's always like weird little nitpicky, nerdy reasons that engineers decide to do one thing over another. And it might be fine, but it doesn't make it like, revelation from on high.
Very strong words from from my co-host here. Now, one thing is they did re-engineer the bleed kit, which when you work in a shop, for some reason, companies...
That's a great idea. We love it when we get more bleed kit differentiation. Diversification in the bleed kits is my favorite thing. I love it.
Pretty much what we want is one bleed kit to rule them all. One bleed kit that works.
That's what you want?
I want one bleed kit. Oh, he's getting a bleed kit. Hey, this is happening live.
You don't want
Oh, his bleed kit.
this and this
Put
and
it out on
this
the table, right here.
and those ones.
We want all these.
And those ones and these
Now-
ones and those ones and those ones and those ones and this one.
And this is just the bleed kit for...
That's just
For
Shimano.
Dot.
And that's just this is mineral oil stuff here.
Okay.
But there's more in here. There's other fittings there. There's other
so
ones
many
there.
fittings.
TRP, Magura, Tektro.
I recently used the new SRAM one, and it was interesting.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
The new SRAM what? The
Because you get these brakes, you're gonna have to bleed them. Bleed kit. The new one, the brand new one that pops in. You use that one?
the bleeding edge
Yeah.
is what they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's fine. It
fine.
works. It's actually
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
It lets you close and open the valve with the tool, so you don't have to have a separate wrench in the process of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's fine. It's actually, I like it.
One
no.
thing about dot fluid, so there's two types of fluid, dot fluid and mineral oil.
Yep.
And you have to keep them separate because they destroy one another. Like,
Right.
like
Like
a,
Iron Man and Captain America only in the Civil War story.
yeah.
Not other times, but if you, in that story.
So
Superman and,
it would be nice if they just picked one because they both work. Do we need dot fluid and mineral oil?
again,
Just pick one.
who cares? They're just going to do what they're going to do. Use the right fluid for what you're working on, and it's fine. Who cares?
I like to mix a little bit of both. See what happens.
I did see, I don't know who he was. There was a guy I discovered on the internet who's been experimenting with just putting all sorts of different things in brakes to see if the fluid works. And the most recent was chocolate milk.
Did it make pudding?
I mean, the brakes worked.
So rotor size on this is interesting. 180,
Which is a normal rotor size.
203, and 220,
Also normal rotor sizes.
and then big 220s.
220s. Are they all? What's the rotor width? Are they all 2.3?
Oh man, let's get tricky with it.
I think so.
Or 200 millimeter. They don't even do. It's 200 now. It doesn't say the width here.
Yeah, I think they're the wide ones.
They're thick. The rotors are getting thicker
They gotta
to
be.
dissipate heat.
Not warping on that
guess.
stuff. I don't know.
Well, I guess on those
If we were
bigger
actually
ones-
journalists, we would have researched it. But we're really. I know we look like it, but we're not real journalists. So don't expect like journalistic integrity.
we wore ties
us.
tonight.
Well, yeah, but that's because we care about you, our listeners, and that's important to us. Sorry, people on the stream are also texting me at the same time. That's how it
Okay,
goes.
you
Because we're a family.
you put it in the comments.
Well, he's asking me if Curtis watching was Curtis from Gingy, and I was like, yeah. Same guy.
That's him.
Yeah.
You just
So-
say, "Hey, Curtis, is that you below?" More rotors are better, and also different sizes. Instead of having a 203 or whatever, now it's 200, and yay!
Yeah. More changes, and
Hey, do you want to get your box of adapters?
that was just one of them. I have 4 of them.
Yes, these are things that bike mechanics get frustrated over. But yeah, the Martian Marvin brakes came out from Sram.
Yep.
They're big. They're supposed to be stoppy.
I did already see on Facebook Marketplace a bunch of people selling like barely used codes
Okay.
because per our previous episode where everything's on sale and cheap in the bike industry right now except for the new stuff, right? Well, no. New bikes are cheap. You can buy new bikes cheap, and a new bike right now, say you buy a what's a bike brand that people buy a lot of? Yeti. Say you buy a Yeti.
Yeah.
And you buy a 150 Travel Plus bike, 140 Travel Plus bike, it's going to probably come with SRAM code brakes. So
Yeah.
the code was the brake prior to the Schmelvins, Schlemiels.
Yeah.
It was that brake that was their best one. That was all they had. And I think general opinion was it was not as powerful as some of the other contenders on the market, namely TRP. Obviously, Shimano Saint is always up there as well.
Yeah.
And some of the other big stoppers in the last couple of years is going to be Hayes' Dominion brake and Hope's new
Hayes still
Tech-
makes brakes?
Yeah, and their Dominion is actually a pretty great brake.
Have they upgraded their bleed kit?
No.
Does it still, when you're like trying to pump, does the hose pop off and shoot dot fluid in your face?
It's still, no, they have one that threads in now.
Dot fluid is not good for you.
It's not good.
It's
for
not
you.
good.
And I spent many years working with dot fluid without any sort of gloves. Spent many years as a bike mechanic without rubber gloves, and I don't know what's coursing through my veins. Lots of petroleum, lots of Teflon, lots of dot fluid.
Yep.
You name it.
Yes, sir.
If it's in a bike shop, I've got it's in my liver and my lungs and my blood.
Yeah. So yeah, after bleeding a set of brakes, I went and got in my car. I was like finishing something, jumped in the car, touched several things in the car, and the plastic separated from all of the switches.
Well, I think that's the result of it being a Saturn.
It was not a Saturn. You take it back, dude. You take it back.
I take it back. I owned a Saturn once. It was given
I mean,
to-
they're
it-
not bad cars.
It was given to
They're
me.
great economy cars.
Yeah.
What do we got going on in the comments, guys?
Karen and Curtis are reuniting. That's great. Jeff Young
Jeff Young is,
being Jeff Young.
yep.
Curtis
Hey.
Cole is slanging bikes for Wheat Ridge Cyclery because all their bikes are on sale. Because you can buy any kind of bike you want right now for cheap. But you cannot get a new bike for cheap with Schlemiels on it because
Melvin's. Yeah.
You got to get them separate, man.
So is that how the industry innovates? Is they just come out with new brakes that are 12% better?
They said 25%.
Really?
More stopping power.
Okay, and then the next thing I want to say is, are frames up for the challenge? Because I've seen multiple frames break right there.
Where they break where the braking happens.
There's an axle, there's a brake, there's a seat stay, and it goes like this when you brake, and then eventually it goes and brakes.
Yeah.
So do we need more power? And are frames up for the challenge?
We'll find out. I think frames generally are, if they've been designed around this kind of riding in the first place, probably. Because people have been running 220 rotors for a few years now, and they've been running those other brakes I mentioned. So there's strong stuff out on the market already. Yes, frames have been breaking. You know what? Not my problem.
Not my problem.
Your frame breaks, that's between you and whoever you bought it from, so
Yeah.
whatever. And if you want some Melvins, I will get them for you. You can buy them, and I'll put them on. This is as interesting as it gets for me, though, other than the fact that they're ugly. I might like them better in person. We'll see.
We'll see.
I just don't think they look great.
So we're gonna do 180, and one of the things 180-degree rotor, and one of the things that I keep an eye on are certain products that pop up on Amazon. There are certain shills.
Yeah, like
that. There are these brands that pop up, and they have weird names like Jelly Tech or Finger Frost parts. You're like, what is this?
Yeah.
Or it's just a like 3-letter
just a
name
run
like
of letters.
ZJX brakes.
ZJYCO. Yeah, you're like, ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But essentially, there are companies in China that make stuff, and they make a fake brand and put it on Amazon, and this is one of them that we found very interesting.
One of our faves. Showed
Could you
lately.
pronounce this name for me? Because I think it might be Polish, actually.
Jafoya. There's some definite I think there's some biblical themes in the pronunciation. We've got Ja, F-O, and Ya, and we've got
You do speak Hebrew.
yeah, so we've got all this going on. Jafoya. Jafoya. Jafoya.
Jafoya.
Jafoya.
Does anybody want to take a
I
crack
keep trying. Somebody give me.
at
I
this?
sound like I'm stuttering now.
Now, I have no idea. These could be amazing brakes, or they could be,
We have 4-piston hydraulic brakes
yeah.
coming
Ooh.
from straight out of China.
And these
The
actually,
levers look like trick stuff levers,
Yep.
but the calipers look like Hope E4 calipers, which I think is a good move on their part to not just take the copy of the whole brake for one thing. It's like, let's take a copy of a lever that we know people like, that's distinctive, those levers that look like the trick stuff, and let's take a caliper that we know is distinctive in its own right, those E4s, and boom, you put them together,
Yeah.
and you get a $150 set of brakes that
Look at that.
come in red,
Now I got to give
silver, blue, green, and purple.
what are some of these? Does it have CNC carving on it? Or is that a craving? I think it has CNC craving. Magnesium,
carving. It
aluminum?
has CNC Well, let's go through the deets here. So for $150, obviously there's your green. Green's good. There's your colored ones. Integrated caliper,
Ooh.
which is what you want. You want the caliper to be part of the system. All right. You don't want it to be like a separate thing. You want the caliper to be integrated, like it's part of it.
These aren't
Like it's part
Bluetooth?
of it.
It's not a Bluetooth brake?
No.
It's
They
integrated.
experimented with it,
Yep.
and that
Old analog.
it failed. They do this.
So the pistons, as you can see,
Is
the
this
arrows.
Is this a piston movement or is this an airflow movement we have going on?
That's the That's showing that the pistons actually work.
I think that's a squishy. Yeah, the pistons move inward, not outward. This is a point of clarification that's important when it comes to brakes. You want the pistons moving this way, not this way. So they've done their research. They know how to make brakes. What's next? Oh yeah, just
purple.
It's a good looking brake. I mean,
it's
I like the looks.
Yeah, it's interesting. They have gone up in price because when I first looked at them, they were $139.
Well, list price is $169.88.
One
and
thing,
no fucking way I'm paying $169, but you get me at that $149 price. Things are different.
one thing about Amazon sellers is they change the price constantly. So this brake could be $129 one day and then $169 the next day.
So this is from the Jafoya store.
Yeah.
But you might be able to get them from a different store for a different price. So be careful. No counterfeits. Jafoya only.
Hey, should we play the video?
Yeah. See, there's some actual photos of their purple stuff. It looks great. Oh yeah, there's speed holes in the brake levers.
Yep. Look at those speed holes.
Brake levers got speed holes, which
That's at least 5 grams.
Melvins don't have speed holes.
They do not?
You know what the Melvins have? The same terrible brake lever that SRAM brakes have had for years.
You do not like the brake lever.
It's diminutive. Ooh. If anything was, that is.
I wanted to say too with these guys, they could be fantastic. They could actually be made at the same factory as other large brand brakes. Who knows?
Who knows?
We could do some digging, probably find out. But shoot.
We're gonna let our viewers watch this dope ass video.
Here's the video.
Oh, let's go full screens.
Look at this.
All
Fajoya.
right.
Oh.
Rowdy Town. Oh,
They got a Grom.
That was DH. Oh, Urban Assault.
Ooh.
I mean, that person might actually be a better bike rider. They're a better bike rider than me. So
yeah,
I don't get to judge their brake. Oh, man, good job, buddy. With his
ooh,
COVID mask
stoppies.
still on? Good job.
Look at this. Go Fajoya.
But do they do this with everything? We get in trouble with China where they're just like, these kids, they just train them in a facility for 6 months to learn exactly that trick.
We're doing installation. Ram the cable in. Oh, they're saying it's very easy with... Look, he just routed that internal cable.
It goes in the Elvis bike.
Where does it come out? Where does it...
Oh, headset.
We're not sure where that cable comes out.
Headset. It goes through the stem.
Look, and then you put this in, and then you force feed the ducks, and that's how you get foie gras. Foie gras.
Foie gras.
And there we go.
Very nice. All right. We could talk about these videos all day.
Yeah.
What
so
else?
that's interesting. I'm going to put it back on. Let's take another look at these while we talk. Yeah, so two ends of the spectrum. We have the super budget Jafoya foie gras brakes.
Yeah.
That come in multiple colors. It's what the people want. And from a company that may be reputable, may not be. They could be amazing brakes, but they could also kill you. So
who's up for it?
Who's up for it?
Who's gonna ride these brakes? I'll foot the bill.
I
probably can't. There's probably something in my business insurance that would probably get me in a whole lot of trouble for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
No, I won't foot the bill and buy brakes from Amazon for you. But if somebody wants to do that and tell us about it, if you live.
If you live.
Yeah. It's so tempting to just get them in to look at. It's $150 to look at. So
I mean, I would definitely put it on I wouldn't put it on a downhill bike, because if you're actually riding downhill, I do want the company to have a reputation, at least, that you could complain about in the comments.
Put on your urban stair jumping, but your big hit.
Yeah.
Stairs only.
Stairs only.
Your stairs only big hit. Put yourself on some Jafoyas.
Big hit mountain bikes are for one thing. The Specialized Big Hit is for stairs. Tell Jeff Young that we are friends on LinkedIn.
Jeff Young?
Yeah.
Well, you just told him.
Thank you. Done. See, that's called efficiency.
If anybody out there watching, and there's probably many who are part of business world, hook up on LinkedIn. Sorry.
Hooked it up.
What's the connect on? I don't know what the word is. I don't think you're hooking up on LinkedIn.
We're hooking up. Actually,
I don't think that's what connect. Does LinkedIn have a verbiage for
connecting.
connect with him on LinkedIn?
Fajoya. Fajoya. Okay. Yes, we are. Done
buddy.
on a live stream.
Yeah.
I was going to say $20 wins, Jason. Okay, I don't know what that's about. What's your dealer price on those brakes? What's dealer price on what? The Amazon brakes? You just go on Prime, you buy it. I don't know.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no such thing.
So yeah, I kind of wanted to have a little juxtaposition here
Little
with we're looking at the Melvins, a super high-end,
Right.
massively powerful brake, and then we go on Amazon and find this 4-piston brake that could be amazing. We might, if you want us to check it out, shoot, tell us. We will take it for a ride and do a review of the Jafoya brakes.
I just
Would you ride Dakota Ridge on it?
sure.
Okay.
Like
What do you think, guys?
Like-
Should Jason?
I think they'll just work.
You think?
Yeah.
What if they don't?
Well, I know how to make brakes work. Like unless like there's something so bad that the fluid goes squirting whenever you pull the lever, like they'll work.
Yeah.
It's
Fajoya?
it's not that hard of a system for them to make. Like you
No.
push fluid and it pushes those things and that sort of it. And as long as everything stays sealed up, it's gonna work.
All
It's
right,
gonna
you heard
stop.
it here.
It's gonna slow you down. Doesn't mean it's gonna be great. Doesn't mean like after like Dakota Ridge is an easy one though because you don't heat your brakes up too much on that. Who uses their brakes on Dakota Ridge? Like nobody, right? You don't. So
The
it's an easy one. You'd have to-
term is docking when you connect on LinkedIn. Which just go to Urban Dictionary and look that up. You'll figure it
I
out.
feel like Stefan. It's Steven.
Yeah.
But his internet name looks like Steph. I feel like Steven's not being honest with us.
No, I think he's trying to get us to say weird things on the internet.
And I will not say weird things on the internet.
It's an apostrophe.
No. So
Oh, so
what
my
else
point.
is yeah.
One thing I wanted to say is I got hit up. So you know how you get the skeezy emails or messages on like not LinkedIn, like Instagram, like check out my adult site. Do you get those? Am
Yeah.
I the only one?
No.
I know Curtis Cole gets them.
Yeah.
But I got my first one on LinkedIn.
So
Like-
they've found LinkedIn.
Yeah. So
like LinkedIn is no longer so boring that they're that they're just avoiding it. They find, you know what? We're gonna get these dummies
Businessmen.
every which way. Yeah.
We're-
These lonely businessmen on their trips.
uh,
Scrolling LinkedIn to see what somebody's posting about leadership today.
leadership, dude. What's your ROI? You know.
Like 7 usually.
But I was shocked. LinkedIn is getting skeezy spam mail. Like, come on, just leave me alone.
It's nothing sacred.
And it was like, hey, I'm going to be in town for a cool conference. We should link up.
Always everyone's for a
Yeah.
link up. Is that it? Link
Linking,
up.
docking.
Link up.
So I did the right thing and I reported them.
Pow.
Boom, blocked it. You're blocked.
This person thought I was attractive and wanted to link up with me.
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
No, they wanted me to go to their OnlyFans and pay $4.99. And I'm like, no, thank you.
Right? Don't need to do that.
But
Better things I can do with my money.
the next story we have on the show is
Better. What is our next story? Melvin's.
the women's cycling.
Well, you know what? we sometimes will talk a little bit of bike racing.
Ooh.
Here's the thing about the Bicycle Therapy channel. We're going to hit a wide range of stuff. It's not going to be for everybody all the time. Part of this is because you and I aren't exactly the same.
No.
Part of this is because over the weekend, European road bike cycle racing kicked off.
Ooh.
Opening weekend, they call it. So like the big opening races for the road bike racing season kicked off over the weekend. All right, and I love that shit. I will watch all of it. You don't.
I only enjoy crits.
See,
I wanna
will
see
watch
fast
the road bike racing.
action.
I watched the road bike racing in the UAE, which is the desert, which was boring. Now, granted, I just watch it while I'm working, so it's not quite the same as just like sitting on the couch, whatever. But but the season kicked off, and it's the big races that all start in Belgium, right?
Yep.
The Belgian Spring Classics. Well, one of these, some fun stuff happened. Things got a little fun. Things got a little
Interesting.
adventurous, interesting. What happened, buddy?
So the story here is
So you're gonna hear, in addition to Melvin Breaks tonight.
well, this is breaking news.
Some women's road bike racing news. So buckle up because it's gonna be good.
And when Jason told me about this story, I was like, this is a movie in the making. This is the stuff of Hollywood 1980s to 1990s.
This is the fresh ideas that Hollywood needs
Yeah.
today that they've lost.
So this is what happened. There was a bike race, and for some reason, one of the racers could not make it. And
Yeah.
let's share the screen with the story. We're gonna cut to this. And what happened was they called in one of the racers, the mechanic, to come in and race.
In the place of the sick woman.
Yeah. So that is the opportunity I've been waiting for my entire life.
To get called up from the ranks of working on bikes, like you're in the back, you're working on bikes. You know, that's how you work on bikes. I know, I've done it.
It's just like driving a semi-truck. You're like,
Those are the motions that you do. Wrenches in hand.
yeah.
So you've been grinding away at this job for years.
Covered in hydraulic fluid.
Covered in hydraulic fluid. Just serving these snotty, pretentious road bike racers.
And then
one of them is sick.
the coach
Day
comes
of the
in.
race. Wait, who else? Is there no one else?
There's no one else, sir. There's no one else to ride the race.
Nick,
We're going to forfeit.
can you wear
Hold on, I gotta
Cloudy?
get
Can
serious.
you wear Claudia's uniform and pose as her today? We need you for the team.
I'll do it. I'm going
Yes!
to jump in. I'm going to save
right.
the day.
Save the day.
I'm going to become a professional bike racer.
So women's road bike racing team calls up a mechanic, puts on the team uniform, and wears literally a like COVID mask at the sign-in, so nobody would recognize that it wasn't the proper late. I don't know how I didn't read too much about how they found out. I'm sure another team or someone from another team on the side was like, "Hey, that's not so and so. Who is that?" And then they got the old wrist slap.
Yeah. Apparently, that's against the rules to just change out a member of your team.
Do
But
it.
what an awesome, just like, get in there and, you got to do this for the team. You got to get in there for the team and rise to the top. You're just a mechanic, but today, you're a professional bike racer.
So the entire team was sanctioned for the next event on the UCI calendar, so they're not allowed to participate in the next event. The mechanic who actually did the deed, is not allowed to participate in anything in cycling until September 1st of this year. That's pretty heavy duty. I disagree with this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think maybe as long as you pass the anti-doping thing, like you should be good to go. Swap people out. Let's let them race.
Yeah.
Let's let the mechanics race.
If you just need to fill the space, fill the space. Let the mechanics race. Let the cooks race.
Yeah,
Let the masseuse race.
as long as they're not doping.
As long as they're not doping, and just fill it out. I'm for it.
Peanut cup or
Bad choice, UCI. Bad choice.
yeah. This was a hero's journey, just like
Right.
Star Wars.
That mechanic could have been their ticket,
Yeah, to the top.
and instead they've been ground down.
We've been looking for a story like this, and now we have it. But then the UCI comes in.
But you know what?
Yeah, tell me what.
There's another organization that's gonna let anybody race.
All right.
I'm working on these segues.
They'll let anybody?
Not just the mechanics and the normal competitors, where they're going to let the druggies race.
There's a new.
Sorry, I couldn't.
What's
get
this
out.
called?
All right. Go to enhanced.org.
This is it. We're at enhanced.org.
It doesn't.
This may be powered by.
It doesn't take you where you think. Okay.
Not that type of enhanced.
Backed by the world's top venture capitalists, the Enhanced Games is the
You had
Olympics
me
of
at
the
adventure
future.
capitalist.
Bunch of rich people have promoted the idea of running the Enhanced Games. The Enhanced Games is the Olympics of the future. Their claim is that 44% of athletes already use performance enhancements, so it's time to safely celebrate science. Sports can be safer without drug testing, so they say. So their plan is to put on basically the Olympics with no drug testing. And it's put on by a bunch of rich people. Like, guys, the Hunger Games is
Hunger Games
coming.
is here. Holy cow. Why not? Let it all fly. And I've joked about this in the past.
Oh, we got a video that
But
we'll
like
play.
the fact that there's venture capital money
Yeah.
going into, let's see how far we can push this till people just start
Let's
dropping
just
dead.
Pump them
Yeah.
and dump them.
There will be blood.
Like,
Oh my God.
they're literally like, I think anybody who's been around like bikes racing for a while is known about doping, right?
Yeah.
Because we all know about Lance Armstrong. He was the only one who ever took drugs, apparently.
Yeah. There was only one.
Just the one guy. But
And they gave him, he had to give his trophies back.
that's too bad.
Yeah. You don't keep them.
No.
But
Anyway, the claim of enhanced.org is that you can actually put on bike racing, not just bike racing, but I don't think they have bike racing listed
scroll
here yet.
through.
We've got, stay updated. Follow us on Twitter. Come on, it's X now, guys. Come on. Media inquiries. Take action. Event plan. I don't know. Nope. They don't have much on here yet. Want to watch the video?
Yeah.
Will it show up on there?
Yeah, it's up.
Will the sound play?
I don't know. Well, we can talk through it. This is what I think the sound would sound like.
You've never heard of me. I am a proud. He's broke Usain Bolt's record. He says he's faster than Usain Bolt because he's been taking enhancing drugs. Oh, they're gonna have pay. They're gonna pay.
Oh. Oh, I think I switched to A-Team there.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. Anything flies here. Anything flies, folks. And it's sponsored by rich people, which means Hunger Games.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Could we?
Like I said, pump them and dump them. Humans are just expendable. They're just depreciating assets anyway. That's all people are.
And there's no side effects to performance-enhancing drugs, from what I've heard.
I don't believe that there are. That's what big fake drug wants you to believe.
Yeah.
Big nutrition wants you to believe that drugs are bad for you.
Yeah. Just go nuts. I believe there's a clip on Saturday Night Live where they did the games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the weightlifter goes in to pick the dumbbell up, and both of his arms rip off.
Sounds about right.
Look
That's
it up,
probably what'll
guys.
happen.
So that's the big news.
That's
The
the big
anything
news.
goes games.
Anything goes games. It's coming.
Go nuts. Do caffeine. No, I think that's fine. You can do that in regular racing.
You can do that now, but don't take too much because you can actually stop your heart.
Imagine what our sword's going to be allowed. Is that in performance enhancing? Swords and bikes.
Performance not enhancing for the other person.
He's losing cabin pressure. Oh my goodness.
I don't know what else has gone on. There were some spy shots of some new SRAM Red stuff the other day. Nobody cares. The world of
But it's
bicycling
new.
is so hard to be excited about.
Is it 13 speed? Tell me the
No,
truth.
There's no 13 speed.
13?
KP already has that. No. Do we have any other news? We went. The Zwift games are coming. No one cares.
Video game, cycling video
trying
games.
to find anything interesting in the bike world to talk about in February.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Well, we got new brakes.
We got new. I mean, that's the biggest news of the year. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think anything does. They haven't come out with a new brake in a very long time. And even when they came out with the code, it was like they had already had codes before. So it was just like, oh yeah, we made
Double
another
code.
big break, and
Maybe they were Evo codes.
oh, they missed
Yeah.
a chance. Code Evo.
Code Evo.
No, although that's probably actually going to come later as just an update to the code. So you got Melvin's, and then you have code Evo. You can slot in there and be like, well, were Melvin's too much for you? Sorry about that. Maybe you just need to go code Evo.
Code Evo, dude.
Code Evo.
Bill says hi.
Bill. Oh, Bill. His bike's over there.
Yep.
Yeah. Bill's great.
Does it look like I have a tan? Am I turning red? I think the alcohol's getting to me.
Let's not let you have any more then. You got to go home.
Uh-huh. Was this a clean bottle of water there?
That's a bottle
Okay.
of water.
Ba-ba-da-ba. So that's what we got in the news.
That's what we got in the news. Locally, we thought we were all going to go mountain biking this week.
Yeah.
And then I got to go yesterday.
It snowed like a couple inches this
And
morning.
then it snowed this
Yeah.
morning, and so that puts that on hold. Because I thought it was going to be nice and warm all week because it was nice and warm, but we got... It's only February. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Not a big deal. You didn't do any bike riding last week?
I did. I just went around, like, did a little loop around the block. Nothing amazing.
Bill's
Last
down in
week?
Canyon City. He says trails down by the gorge are drying out.
Oh,
If you want to make the drive,
to Pueblo.
Canyon City.
Where's Canyon?
So you go to Pueblo, and then you go west.
Oh yeah. Okay. I know where it
Canyon
is.
City is better than Pueblo.
That's
Yes.
where the prison is.
There's a prison. There's many
Yeah.
prisons down there. There's
Yeah.
one there. There's one behind my in-laws' property, out east of Pueblo. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's many prisons.
You're like, it's fine.
Yeah.
No, I think there's a big prison there.
There's the Supermax.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like known for its size so much as its quality of resident. That's like where Timothy McVeigh went.
Think we could do a cyclocross race there?
Like inside the prison.
Let's go deep. Now
Yeah,
this.
that's. I mean, cyclocross has lost its soul. So
Yeah.
if there's any way to get it back, it's running it through a Supermax prison with the prisoners loose.
Yeah. I believe
Yes.
the inmates would have something interesting to say of guys in tights.
Oh yeah, Bill's right. He says don't go down to Pueblo. If you're going down to Canyon City from here, you don't go to Pueblo and then take 50. You take 115 and cut across. He's keeping us keeping us straight on the directions. He's correct.
We don't go south that much around these parts, no?
I don't go south with my bike all that much.
No.
I should, but
You should, yes.
I don't.
Dude, are we going to do... We should do Pikes Peak this year.
Okay.
Pikes Peak ride. The most underrated...
Bicycle therapy Pikes Peak ride this summer. Okay.
Yeah. The other thing, should we get together? Should we have some community events? I'm trying to get people to invest in my next crypto venture.
The only way to do that is to get them. You got to get them sold on you, buddy.
Crypto hydraulic brakes with AI advanced technology. Yep.
I mean, it's
They're going viral, dude.
it's the complete future. Mm-hmm. There's no future that isn't those. So, absolutely.
We could hang out and drink scotch. I do like this idea.
Yeah. Well,
I like scotch.
yeah. I don't have any right now. I do. Well, I have a little bit left that I brought back from Scotland from last August, but we don't need to drink that. We'll get something else. We'll do a scotch night.
All right, scotch night.
I thought it was going to be warm and nice today because
It
it was
is.
warm and nice yesterday. It's supposed to be warm and nice tomorrow. And then I thought today was going to be nicer, so I thought tonight was going to be like tequila drinks, but nope. Not going to happen. Steven said, Steven has not been trying that hard to get me to ride Pikes Peak.
It sounds like someone needs to show up in a burlap sack and take Jason away.
All you have to do
A-team style, baby.
All you have to do is put it on my wife's calendar. If you can put it on my wife's calendar, that is more in stone than in stone. So, that's what needs to happen.
Young loves Pikes Peak.
I'm gonna guess he doesn't because he just said Pikes Peak sucks.
What?
Really?
The beginning is tough. The minefield is tough.
All right. How can I
But if you have an audio, just hold your mic up to the microphone on there.
I'm trying to get.
I don't think the audio comes through.
I'm trying to get Jeff Young on Messenger here. No Fremont Adventure Recreation. Okay. Oh, what is happening here? Give me a second. We're having some technical issues. Why don't you just talk? Keep the people entertained.
Keep them
Keep them
entertained.
They're gonna leave.
I disagree with Jeff Young, even though we're friends, and that's okay in this
And
political
you've
climate.
locked in on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I'm gonna spam you with some harassing messages about my
Yeah.
OnlyFans page.
He says there's way better places to go. But Jeff, that's the issue. Like, just because there's always a better place doesn't negate the goodness of a one place. If that was the case, then there would have to be a best place, and then that would be the only place you could ride.
Yeah, best
So
place.
you have to ride all the places and enjoy them for what they are. Because if there's always a better place, then just go to the better place. Go to the better, and then you end up with only one place to ride. See, Steve says he'll just. Thanks for putting my wife's name out on the internet, Steve. All right.
Yeah, I like it. I mean,
Yeah.
the beginning's a little rough. You do have to hike a bike in to a certain point, but then you start rolling and it's fast, and there's some rocky sections, and you get down past the rocky sections, and they're smooth and fast, and it was just nutty pajamas, you know? I had a good time, and I did it on a hardtail, so, yeah, you know, I got that going on.
I thought Jeff Young and I were Facebook friends. Are we not Facebook friends?
No, are you trying to...
Oh, that's
Oh,
he's looking.
he's looking for you on the Facebook.
Yeah. Boom, there you are.
Oh, that's right. He is a...
Yeah. There we go.
Do I need to put this on the internet?
I don't know. Jeff Young, do you want to share your opinion on the air? We can try this right now.
Do you want to... Do you, Conference call. Do you want a conference call in?
Your famous boy posts one video on how cool it is. Wait, who is that?
Who's famous boy?
Who's your famous boy?
Is that me?
All right.
Cause I did that ride
I'm
on
gonna
a
try. I'm just
hardtail.
gonna try calling him. See if he picks up. Jeff, if you pick up, you're gonna be on the air. Let's see what happens. We're gonna have a major lag here. I don't know how this is gonna work. There he is. Hey, buddy.
I don't think we can hear him.
Hold on. I had it.
We're having some technical difficulties.
There he is.
Hold on, we
wait.
can't hear you yet.
Reduce background noise. Noise reduction. I don't know how this is working. Hold on. I'm trying to get your sound to work.
Oh my goodness.
Watch together. What does that mean?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Mic's on. Let me see here. We're trying to patch
He's
Jeff
talking.
Young in.
He's sharing his opinions right now. He's talking.
For better or
What
worse.
is going on? How's this work?
Hold on. Let's see.
Here we go. There he is.
Can you hear it?
You gotta have some special permit to get to the top, man.
He's talking about permits.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Do I need to put him here?
Hold on. We're patching him in. Can we get more volume? We can't hear it. We're
no
calling
volume.
Jeff Young
No
direct.
volume.
You're on the live.
We're gonna have to try this. All right. The video quality is pretty good though. Coming through.
That is.
I lost my magnet. All right. Well,
We were trying to go live,
this
but
worked pretty well. You showed up visually. The sound's not so good, but we'll get it next time. Talk louder.
yeah, you got to yell.
My computer's not being very loud either, and I don't know why. I feel like my computer volume should be louder, but it says it's maxed.
Max,
I don't know.
you need some better speakers. Well,
Bye-bye.
that was Jeff Young live and direct.
Hey, I'll find the magnet.
You can just tuck it in your pocket,
Found it. Off screen.
but that's the show, guys. I mean, any questions, comments, concerns?
Rate the quality of my call with JP. That was good. That was a good call.
That was a
Good-
great call.
good
Thanks,
quality call.
Facebook.
I just had to change the settings.
Thanks, Zuckerberg, for making Facebooks. Jeff Young loves Apex. See, that's the thing. I don't like Apex. I'm gonna say it. Like, it's pain in the ass climb to get to this little section of trail that's mediocre. It's like, okay, that's fun.
Apex is the perfect lunchtime ride. That's why there's a bike named after it. Lunch ride.
I still don't like it. Like, you could go ride Dakota Ridge. You could go ride Matthew Winters would be more fun, I think.
No, I disagree. I think Apex is great for those every other day, even days, for the lunchtime to go.
What if you go
Good
on the
climb
wrong
up,
day?
Good climb up. Then you made a mistake. You made a mistake prior to getting to the trail. It's a what? A little over half an hour climb up, and then probably what? I forget what it is. 40 minutes up. I don't know. It takes an hour to go up and down. That's
Yeah.
it. Perfect hour ride. I don't know.
No.
It's not perfect. It's fine.
It's not
pretty
perfect.
good. But for
then you
an
get back-
hour for an hour ride for me from leaving my house, getting to a trail, riding for an hour and getting back home, it's hard to beat.
I don't know. I think I'm just getting too.
Yeah, you always want to ride the best.
I do.
There's
wanna
always
ride
a
the
better
best.
trail.
There's always a better
There's
trail.
always a better trail.
I've been enjoying the Floyd Hill a bit too much because you don't have to deal also with the other
The
people on the trail.
bipeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bipeds are.
We
bit
have wheels.
problematic. Yeah.
So that's been
do
pretty
you
awesome.
want to let the people know about happy hour? Are we going to do it?
Yeah, we're gonna do it, and we either have to do it soon or then
I don't even know when
plan
it is.
out.
When is daylight savings time?
2 weeks from now.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
March 10th.
daylight savings. So we're
Okay.
figuring out daylight savings. We'll make an
So-
announcement.
We just both went totally quiet there for a second.
Yeah.
I got messages.
No dead
No.
air.
No.
But
One of our first things we want to do is bicycle therapy happy hour once daylight savings time hits. It's like, it's spring kickoff celebration. We're going to try to figure out where we can go and have some quality time together. We're going to hopefully do a little filming with anybody that shows up. We'll get some details out and
we'll have some questions, some hard-hitting questions.
hard-hitting questions for the people who come.
Especially if you
hang
buy
out.
some
Yeah.
Jafoya brakes
Yeah.
for Jafoya.
Yeah, I
Jafoya's
will
Eve.
definitely buy drinks for whoever shows up to a ride with us with Jafoya brakes.
Yeah. Or what are
we
you
going
gonna?
with Jafoya? I think Jafoya
Or
works.
Marvin brakes.
Or Marvin's. No, if you show up with Marvin's, you have to buy me.
Purchase you as a
You
human?
have to buy me.
It's called slavery, buddy, and it was made illegal.
You know what? I bet you people would be fine with ginger slavery. Sorry, that just came out. That
covered a lot of
that
topics.
sits deep in the psyche. That's where the therapy stuff comes out.
Well,
Sometime after the 10th,
Yeah.
somewhere in there, we'll do. We'll get our happy hour on, and then we'll hopefully do a few of those more. All right. Cameron has opinions like he even rides bikes.
yeah.
Jeez.
Let's go ride Floyd Hill. Party time.
All right.
I haven't breathed hard in almost a year, so
Yeah, you should do that.
so let's do it. So we're gonna close out. Thanks for joining us on the show. Check this out. If we cut and we shoot your camera in this camera, we're gonna be Inception in just a moment. You ready for this?
Wait, do we need my camera? That's not my camera. That's just my. That's not my.
Yeah,
camera.
watch this. It's in the camera. That was fun, guys. Thanks for humoring me on that
Fucking
one.
Great. All right.
Thanks for
sweet.
joining us.
Held it to an hour tonight. Love it.
Yeah. Keep it real, but not too real. That goes,
No.
don't keep it too real. And if you are into cycling and doping, we found a place for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want
Get on it.
potentially dangerous breaks.
Yeah. If you feel like you've been doping with nowhere to go, we have a solution for you now.
Gladiators. But thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. And keep it real,
Thank
but
you.
not too real. Jeff Young.